What is going on, guys? I'm Nico Nomad, and today we will discuss Bitmex and Bybit, which is the best derivative exchange when it comes to Bitcoin. Spoiler alert, Bitmex. You can check out the score down below. By the way, I try to be as impartial as I can, which is gonna be difficult because I have some strong opinions on both of these exchanges. So, base currency. As a derivative exchange, Bitmex only accepts Bitcoin for deposits. So that is the main currency. All your contracts will be settled in BTC. When it comes to Bybit, besides BTC, you have Tether, USDT. For some people, it might be important. I don't care about stablecoins. I don't trust Tether anyway. For me, Bitmex just works just fine. When it comes to ID verification, Bitmex does not require your ID. In fact, even if you wanted to be verified, you cannot be verified on Bitmex. Bybit, you have the option to be verified, but honestly, I don't know why anybody would want to be verified. They share this information with your local government. Yeah, no thank you. So, stablecoin, Bitmex does not work with any stablecoin whatsoever. Bybit, you have, of course, the Tether that I just talked about. So both exchanges offer short selling and leverage up to 100 times. When it comes to volume, Bitmex has extremely high liquidity, very high volume, and more than double the average of Bybit. So Bybit, you have enough volume to trade, but most people are on Bitmex, and for a good reason. Trading fees. It's exactly the same cost. If you have an active order, you will pay 0.075%, and if you use passive orders, you will get a rebate, so you make 0.025%, which is great. So if you only use passive orders, you don't have to pay any fees. And sometimes you actually need to use active orders, and in that case, you will pay 0.075% in both exchanges. Restricted countries. This is quite a big deal. So if you are from the US or any of the countries and regions listed here, you are not allowed to have an account. But you can go around and use a VPN. They don't verify your ID anyway, so you could trade on both of these exchanges even if you are located in a country that is restricted. If you're going to use a VPN, make sure the VPN works 100% of the time and that it doesn't leak your IP to their server, because if they find out that you are from a restricted area, they could potentially close your account. For all of the other countries not listed here, you can absolutely trade on Bitmex 100% legal. Probably the biggest problem of Bitmex is the system overload. So because it has such a high volume, sometimes it can happen that your order does not go through and you have to send it again. So you might lose a few seconds here and there. Does it happen often? No, 99% of the time you won't have any problem with system overload on Bitmex, but it is a problem. Does Bybit has the same problem? No, because they have such a lower volume, they don't have this issue. Probably the biggest reason why people choose to trade on Bybit. When it comes to altcoins that you can trade, remember all the contracts are settled in Bitcoin. On the Bitmex, you can trade Cardano, Bitcoin Cash, EOS, Ethereum, Litecoin, Tron, and Ripple. And for Bybit, you have Ethereum, EOS, and Ripple. What about the insurance fund? So the insurance fund is to make sure that you cannot lose more money than what you put in. For Bitmex, it is public, you can check every day, and the fund is always increasing, so they have a pretty secure system. You won't lose more than the money, than the Bitcoin that you deposited. So Bybit also has an insurance fund. Of course, it's going to be much smaller than the Bitmex one. They have been operating for only a year, so it's expected that the insurance fund will be lower. Now, online chat support. Bitmex does not offer that. Bybit does offer. To be honest, after years of trading on Bitmex, not once I had to send any message to the support. So I don't actually know how helpful they are. That's the thing, the Bitmex just works. When it comes to Bybit, pre-made answers like a bot. They couldn't help any of my issues in 2 weeks there. I had to contact them like 7 times. They not once solved my issue, and I eventually closed my account because I was so pissed off at their poor support. When it comes to referral bonus, so if you sign up using a link for Bitmex, you get a 10% discount on fees for 6 months. So when you're trading with leverage, that actually makes a huge difference. And if you want to take advantage of that and support the channel as well, you can check my link in the description or in the pinned comment down below. What about Bybit? What is the referral bonus that you get? They claim it is a $90 bonus, but in fact it is none. You don't get any bonus. That is the thing. They use false advertisement. I have a problem with this. I really have a problem with this. So funny story. Even though I'm a pretty small channel, Bybit contacted me and they wanted me to become their affiliate. I made a video about it. I wanted to try the exchange. So I was like, okay, $90 bonus, I can try that. Of course, this bonus you cannot withdraw, obviously. In theory, you could use this bonus to trade, and the profits from these trades you could then withdraw. And I wanted to try out the exchange and see how it goes, how it feels. Turns out I never got my bonus. And that's why I had to contact support so many times. They did not solve my problem. So it just gives me a bad feeling. But big YouTubers hype things up for Bybit. They say that it's cool and you should trade there. And the reason they do this is down here. Affiliate commission. For Bitmex, if you use somebody's link, the affiliate, the guy who offers the link for you, will start making 10% of your fees. And on Bybit, you already start with 20% and it goes up to 30%. And that is why they push you for Bybit. And that's not something I want to do. And I think you need to have standards, you need to have morals. I would not feel comfortable sending people to Bybit so that I could make 10% more. I refuse to do this. In fact, I closed my affiliate account with Bybit, and even though I make 10% less on Bitmex, I know that I'm recommending a service that works, a service that has been operating for a very long time. In 2014, for me, it's a very big deal because they never been hacked for such a long time. So that tells me their security is very strong. And unlike Bybit, which is a very new exchange, they opened just last year in 2019. They haven't been hacked as well, but they're a very new exchange. So yeah, about their country of operations, Bitmex is based on Seychelles, which is kind of sketchy, right? But of course they do this so that they don't need your ID. And for me it works fine. I think it's a feature. Even though their team is from UK, I believe, and Bybit is based on British Virgin Islands for the same reason, and their team is from Singapore. So their security, I just put here a question mark. I don't know how good their security is. Let's see with time if they prove to be a reliable exchange. Maybe they will improve things in the future, and I will probably be doing this every year and make a comparison to see how they are doing compared to last year. Final result, Bitmex, I consider the best for trading and for keeping your Bitcoin safe, which I think is what you want out of an exchange. But Bybit is the best for affiliates because they make 10% more, and specifically no system overload. Does that qualify for an exchange superior than Bitmex? Then it's up to you. So final score, Bitmex 4.5 out of 5. It's not a perfect exchange. I would love to see competition. I would love to see an exchange that is better than Bitmex. Is Bybit that exchange? In my opinion, absolutely not. But I hope they improve in the future. I hope they don't lure customers using false advertisement. So for now, I would say it's a 2.5 out of 5. So those are my thoughts. Let me know down in the comments your experience with Bitmex, your experience with Bybit, and I will see you guys next time.